The next query we are going to study here is rename, to do the rename operation. So first of all we can see the syntax. Suppose we already created a table with certain fields, and suppose that we want to change the attribute name from an old name to a new name. We have to write the syntax as old name as new name. So here you can see old name as new name. So the new name will be used instead of the old name. For example, consider a table. Let the table be the instructor table. This is the table, and this table consists of the following fields: the instructor name, and what is the name used for the heading, that is the attribute heading, INS name, that means the instructor name. The next field is INS DEPT, that indicates the instructor department, then salary. So suppose that this was the variable names I used for each and every attribute for instructor table. Suppose that I want to rename this field from INS name to instructor name. So how I can change the name? How I can perform the rename operation? So for that I have to write the query like this. First of all, suppose that I want to retrieve the instructor name and I want to change the INS name to instructor name. That means my aim is I want to retrieve the first column, first field, the name of all the instructors from this department, from this instructor table, and I need to change the heading of INS name to instructor name. So I will first write what I need. What I need is select the name I need to take. That is the old name was INS name. So select INS name as, that is I am changing that particular attribute name as instructor name from relation. The relation of the table name is instructor. So what happens when I am executing this query? I will get I will get all the names of the instructor, and instead of this INS name I will get as instructor name. So here I renamed the attribute column name from INS name to instructor name. So here we can see how we will do the rename operation. So the rename operation syntax is, first we can along with the query we have to write the old name as new name. For example, select INS name, which was the old name in the instructor table, as the new field name, that is instructor name from instructor. So this is the rename operation. Now we are going to study certain string operations which are available in SQL. So we know that how a normal string is represented in SQL. Usually in SQL we will write single quotes in order to specify any string. For example, Anju, or any computer science, or any name, any kind of string, if we are representing as a varchar or varchar2, those strings are usually enclosed within single quotes. Suppose that the string itself contains one single quote like this. For example, suppose the string is "it's right." So we know that how we will represent this one. We will represent this one in single or double quote, and here there is an apostrophe is there, which is also a part of the string. So if you want to represent any such characters which are a part of the string like this apostrophe, we have to write double quotes. So here one is the apostrophe, the second one is we have to include that one in the string. So if we want to output this one like this, we have to write like this. That is, instead of one apostrophe, we have to write two apostrophe. That is, we will specify that apostrophe is there along with the string. One important factor about the string operation is actually SQL is case sensitive, and equality operation can also be done in this case of SQL. That means we can check whether two strings are same by using equal to symbol. For example, there is an expression computer science is equal to computer science. We have to check whether both the strings are same. Here we will get the output as false because here every letters are in small letters. Here only C and S are in capital letters. So it is case since SQL is case sensitive. Actually, its meaning is same. Syntactically, its meaning is same, but here, since it is case sensitive, we will get the output as false. Certain functions can be applied on character strings in SQL. The important functions are, first one is concatenation. Concatenation means suppose we have two strings are there, and if we want to combine them together, we can use the concatenation. So here we can see one example. Suppose that I have created one table which consists of only two fields. The name of the table is student, which contains two fields. F name, let it be, indicates the first name of the student, and L name indicates the last name of the student. Okay, and after that I am inserting one value to this table. The first name is Sanjali, the last name is Varma. So suppose I am I am executing this using select query, I am executing or I am retrieving the value from the table. So how I will get, normally if I am writing like this, that is select star from student, I will get the two fields separately. First field is the first name, the second field is the last name. Suppose that I want to combine these first name and last name together. Here each of them are strings, I need to do the concatenation operation. So whenever I am executing this query like this, I am using the same example, but here a small change I am making in the query. Select first name, concatenation operator, last name from student. So here we can see what happens. That is the first name and last name, its combination will be Anjali Varma. Both the strings are concatenated. So in this type we can do the concatenation operation. The next one is extracting substrings. That is, from a string we can extract certain strings. That is the next function that we can apply to the character strings. Then suppose we have a string is there. If you want to calculate the length of the string, then it is possible. And we can convert lowercase letters into uppercase by using upper of S, where upper is a function, S is the string. So whenever we are using upper S, then the corresponding string, for example, if I am writing computer all in small letters, when I am writing upper S, that is upper of that computer, all the letters will be changed to capital letters. In the same manner, I can convert any letters to lowercase letters by using lower of S. So remember that S represents a particular string. We can write any string instead of S. Then suppose whenever we are printing something on the screen, and if you want to remove the spaces at the end of the string, we can use trim. That is, trim means that will remove all the space which comes after the string, and that is the main functions we are using for the character string. The next is, as we said, another important function or another important point about the string is how we can do pattern matching. That is, suppose two strings are there, we want to check whether two strings are same or like that. So for that purpose, we are using a keyword which is called like, or an operator that is called like. Like is same as equal to. So suppose there is a query is there. Select star from instructor, where the attribute name, that is the department name, like computer science. So what is the meaning of this one? Here actually the like operator is used along with the where clause. That is, if you want to search for a particular column, that is, the meaning of this query is that if you have an instructor table, and as we said, the instructor table consists of the instructor ID, the name of the instructor, the department where he or she is working, and the salary. Suppose we already inserted some values to this table. We want to search for any particular person who is working in computer science department. That is, we just want to retrieve the information, all the information about the instructor who is working in computer science department. So how we will write the query? For that purpose, if you want to retrieve all the information, we have to write select star from which table? Instructor table, and where along with the where clause we can specify where condition. That is, where the name of the instructor table, D name was the department name, like computer science. So this will search for the instructor details who is working in computer science department. This same thing can be done in another way also, that is using the equal to symbol. Select star from instructor where D name is equal to computer science. So actually the meaning of like and equal to are same. And if you want to, another type of pattern matching that we can do here is with the help of some wildcard characters. Mainly we are using two main wildcard characters. The first one is percentage and the second one is the underscore. Okay. Uh, the second one is the underscore. Okay. So these are the two important wildcard characters which are used for matching, doing some pattern matching, checking whether a particular type of pattern is present inside a table, like that. So we will see in detail. Suppose I am giving some certain examples. We can also use the combination of wildcat characters in, as a combination, that is percentage and underscore can be combined together, which will have a particular meaning. So here we can see what is the meaning of this percentage, this underscore, like that. So here I'll show you certain areas. We know that the like is an operator which is normally used along with the where clause. So in the first where clause, we can see what is the meaning. Suppose we have a table is there. Let it be a customer table which contains different fields are there. Okay. So what is the meaning of the first query statement? So I am not specifying the select or from clause. I am just concentrating on the where clause also. So here the first meaning is, the meaning of the first clause is that, where clause is that, where customer name like in single quote, because it is string, in single quote you can write a percentage. That means that from the, here we have to search the customer name starting with A, letter A. That is the meaning of a percentage. A percentage means the first letter of the string should be A and the last letter can be any letter. So 0 or more occurrence, that is the meaning of percentage. Okay, that is, it will find the name of all customers that start with A. So that is the meaning, that is the description of this clause. And what about the meaning of the next one? Where customer name like percentage A. So here it has another meaning. In the previous one, the starting letter should be A, the ending letter can be anything. Here the meaning is that we have to search for the customer whose name ends with A. That is, starting can be anything, but the last letter should be A. The meaning of the third statement is that where the customer name like in percentage or percentage. So what is the meaning of percentage? 0 or more. That means in the string or should be there in the middle at any position. Okay, that is the meaning. Customer name, inside the customer name, the letter O and letter R must be there in any position. That is together in any position. What is the meaning of next one? Where customer name like underscore is there, R is there, percentage is there. Its meaning is that underscore indicates exactly one position. So its meaning is that this will find the customer name, check for a customer name whose second letter is R. That is the meaning. R comes in the second position. The meaning of underscore is its first position can be any number, any letter. The second position after underscore there is R is written. That means the second letter must be R, and after that any other letters will be there or can be there. And what is the meaning of the second last one? Here it will search for a customer name whose first letter should be A, and after that you can see two underscores are there. So minimum 3 letters are needed. So percentage means 0 or more occurrence. So here you have to count the underscore. 2 underscores are there. The first letter should be A. So minimum 3 letters should be there. And what about the meaning of the last one? Here we will search for a customer name which start with A and with end with O. So that is the meaning. So that is how we can use the wildcard symbols or its combination along with the like operator. So if you want to search for something, that is, if you want to search for the customer name which starts with A, we can write A percentage in single quote. So we will write select what all details we want from which all table where we can write which field like, then you can specify this combination. So if you want to specify starting letter A, you want to search for any department name searching starting with A, we can write a percentage. If you want to ending with a percentage A, then OR, it should at any position if we need the letters O and R together, we can write like this. So this is the way how we can give different ways of different ways in which we can represent the wildcard operators along with the like operator. So here also some other things are there. That is, as we said, the pattern matching is case sensitive. And here I will give you some examples of wildcard characters. What is the meaning of this one? Intro percentage. That means it will search matching for a string whose starting letter is intro. Okay. Then percentage, COMP percentage. That is, it will search for a string which contains the substring COMP. For example, computer science, introduction to computer science, like that. So there, percentage, always remember that the percentage means 0 or more occurrence. That is, computer can be at starting position or at ending position or at the end position. Then what is the meaning of this one? Exactly 3, it will search for a string that contains exactly 3 characters because 3 underscores are there. This will search for a string which contains at least 3. That is, more than 3 is possible. 3 underscores are there. So minimum 3 letters should be there in the string. And suppose we will give one example. Suppose this is a table as we specified. It's a customer table. Customer table contains the following fields are there in customer ID, 1 to 5 numbers, customer name, these are the names, the contact names are there, the address is there, the city is there, the postal address is there, the country is there. Suppose we can find out the results of the following query. The first one, select star from the customers, that is from the previous table, where city like BER percentage. So what is the meaning? That is, it will search for the city from the customer table. It will display all the details from the customer table where the city is starts with BER. BER percentage means starting letter should be BER. It may contain any number of other letters. After 3 letters, the rest of the letters can be anything. So which all outputs will be outputted BER, starting letter BER. This one will be, this row will be printed. This is not BER, its starting is not BER. So that particular field will be output. So if more than one fields are there, here only I displayed some of the fields. All the customer up to 5 customer ID has been explained. Some more fields, some more rows are there, and this will be the output. So we can see every city start with BER. Then next one, select star from customers where the city like percentage ES percentage. That means the city contains the letter E and S at any position. So which all output will be there? ES. Here ES comes in the last position. Here all ES comes in the last position. Here ES comes in the middle position. So ES must be there in any one of the position. E and S should be together. So like that. Suppose that if you want to search for the customers whose city not start with B, letter S or letter B. So how we will write the query? The meaning is that we have to print the details of all the customers whose city is not start with the letters B, S or P. So 2 ways are there we can write. First thing is we want to select the name of all the customers, all the details about the customers. So select star from customers where which one? City not starting with. City like, then in single quote you can specify in bracket not letter B, letter S, letter P percentage. That means it must not start with PSP. That is one way of specifying. The other way is that select star from customers where city, instead of like we can write not like. That is, city is not equal to. That is the meaning. Then in single quote you can write BSP. So its meaning of PSP means starting letter will be either B or S or P. Then any character can be anything. So this will display the details.